What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Robert. If this is your first time here, please do me a favor by dropping a like on this video and subscribing to the channel. We are on our way to 1,000 subscribers and I need your help to get there. Before we get into the actual shoe, there were a few people who asked on one of my recent uploads if I had a Twitter or an Instagram account. So I created a brand new Instagram account because I wanted that account to mimic all the content you see here and vice versa. So do me a favor by following me on Instagram at DancyTV, that's DANCY-TV. I'll drop a link to that account down in the description below. So give me a follow there because once we hit 1,000 subscribers, I will be doing a giveaway and likely I'll probably contact the winner. You know, in the event you do win, I'll contact the winner on Instagram because it's the easiest way to communicate. So yeah, do me a favor, follow that account. Yeah. So today we're gonna be taking a look at the Yeezy Qntm Bsktbl model. Now, I'm really excited about this shoe because this is my first Qntm basketball shoe. So just glad to get this in hand finally. You know, shipping, I've been waiting on this shoe and you know, shipping's been kind of weird, but it's finally here. Let's start with the box. All right, so this is the first for me. You got your basketball on top of the box because obviously this is the basketball model. On that side, you've got Boost. And then here's the sizing tag for reference, just in case anyone needs to see that. All right, and that's pretty much it for the box. Now for what we're all here for, the Yeezy Qntm Bsktbl. Now I'm so excited for this shoe, y'all. Like this is just so nice. Like I said, it's my first basketball model and I'm just so glad to finally have it in hand. And I also just like that blue color, you know? So let's start with the actual lateral side of the shoe. So you've got your standard Qntm, I guess, ankle collar there in that black color. And you can see the actual heel cup that's actually 3M wrapping around the actual, from the heel to the lateral and medial sides of the shoe. You've also got that plastic cage there with the frozen blue. And then what looks like, actually, maybe that's gray or some sort of olive looking color. I think it's actually a gray. You can also see that woven in there too as well. You've also got that white translucent midsole there, which has pretty much been seen on all of the Qntm models except for the teal blue. They actually had that one gray. Yeah, so that's the actual lateral side of the shoe. Really, really, really like this blue. Moving around to the toe box, you've got that standard Yeezy Qntm toe box in that kind of U or V shape there, which is in a beige suede color. And this actual, this shape right here is seen on pretty much all the Yeezy 700s as well as the Qntm model. Moving up from there, you've got that black nylon tongue as well as black rope laces and then just a black tongue at top there. Okay, while we're on the actual subject of the tongue and the ankle collar, I want to focus on that for a little bit because that is where most of the differences appear for the Qntm Bsktbl versus the lifestyle version. Okay, so I have the barium here and I wanted to use this shoe to compare it to because the overall makeup of the shoe is pretty similar to what you see here on the frozen blue. And what I mean by that is you've got the plastic cage pretty much. So obviously this is the basketball version, this is the lifestyle version. Now, when we take a look at these shoes, the most obvious difference is in the heel right there. If you can see there on the actual frozen blue basketball version, you see how wide it is there and how slim it is here on the barium. Now, that barium, that part in the middle where the Achilles area is, it's actually in this kind of nylon. It's kind of stretchy, slightly stretchy, but it's more of a nylon material right there. It's pretty soft. Whereas on the basketball version, you can see that how wide that is, right? And on camera, it may look, you know, pretty similar, but it's actually a very stretchy, I don't want to say prime knit, but it's more of like an elastic knit material there that wraps all the way around. This gray is the same material as well. All the way around this ankle, down the Achilles area and around to the other side. And what I will say after trying these on, they are slightly harder to get on feet due to this part right here, because you're kind of struggling to get your foot in, that elastic is pulling. But once you get them on, I will say they do provide a little bit more of a lockdown feel than the lifestyle version of the Qntms do. And I actually do kind of like that a little bit better. There's also more padding in the ankle area. I've heard a lot of people talk about there's more padding in the shoe, there's more padding. I'll be perfectly honest with you. I expected to see a lot of padding in this shoe. There's not, but there is a little more there. Try and get you some better shots here. So in the Qntm regular version, see there, you just got a lace loop there. That's about it. Now, in the basketball version, you can see there's your lace loop, but also this strip here, that's some padding they've added there on both sides of the ankle collar. See that? I don't know if you guys can see that. If not, I'll get you some better images. I also want to call out, to me, it feels like, especially on the lifestyle version, this is slightly more flimsy. This feels like it has just a little more structure to it. And I don't know if it's a material thing or maybe whatever they use to add the padding in here has a little more structure to it, but it is there. You've also got more padding on the tongue area. If you can see here, this tongue, in my opinion, just looking at it, you can tell that the barium tongue looks a little more flat, right? And the basketball in the frozen blue looks slightly more plush. And it has, you know, just a little bit more padding. And on the inside there, you can kind of see what I'm talking about. Got a little more padding there, which is nice, and it feels good on feet. I also read that this shoe has some sort of plate in here that's supposed to provide a little more lockdown support once you're on the court, but I don't know because I can't actually see it in here. Moving around to the medial side, same thing. You've got that black ankle collar. You can see the heel wrapping around there. And then that frozen blue on the side there, which I don't know if I mentioned this, but this entire cage area is glow in the dark. And that's that same plastic cage that we've seen on the basketball versions or the Yeezy Barium lifestyle version. And also your white midsole there, white translucent midsole. Taking another look at the heel, here's a close-up look of the actual heel cup there. That is actually 3M here. And that ankle that I was talking about with heel here, with that knit elastic material there that wraps around the Achilles area. All right. Now, taking a look at the sole, you've got your standard Yeezy Qntm outsole, which is in that very, very, very light gum color. And you've got that boost window right there. You can see the boost peeking through there. All right. Taking a look at the insole, you just got a black insole with Yeezy Adidas branding in gray. All right. Okay, now that is about it, I believe, for the Yeezy Qntm Bsktbl in the frozen blue colorway. Now, I just want to give my final thoughts on the shoe before we end the video with an on feet. Now, my overall thoughts about the Yeezy Qntm Bsktbl, or the Yeezy Qntm in general, I think it's a definite pickup. I'm not sure why a lot of people don't really care for the Qntm. I think it's a really nice shoe. If you didn't see my top 10 Yeezys of 2020 video, go watch it, but I'll tell you right now, the Qntm was my favorite shoe, Yeezy shoe to drop of last year. Overall, just like the model is something different from the brand, and I think they should keep them coming. Now, as far as the sizing, that's always been something that, as far as a question I've had, and I know everyone else has questions about the sizing. I'll start by saying this. Yeezy across the board needs to revamp the sizing. I don't know what they need to do, but they need to take a look at the sizing across all the models. Now, I have the OG Qntm model in a size 10. The reason for that is because the initial run of that shoe did not come in half sizes. So I typically wear a 9.5, I had to go with a 10. Now, the 10 fits okay, all right? It fits pretty good. Now, it's slightly big, a little bit of heel slippage in here. So I started to pick up most of these Yeezys, I pick up 2 pairs. So I have this in a 9.5, and I also have a size 10. I tried both of them on. Oddly enough, I thought the 9.5 would be super tight in the toe. It's not actually. My toe is probably right about there. So I got just a little bit of room in there. And overall, it fits pretty tight in the heel here, which is what I wanted because the 10 slides a little bit more than I like. So what I would say is go with your normal 350 size and you should be fine. If you have to go up another half size, you can still wear the shoe. Now, I'm a wide footer and I can still go with my true Yeezy 350 size. So that should tell you something. Now, what I will say is do not go true to size. I wouldn't go with a size 9 here. Always 9.5, I can pretty much wear across any brand of shoe and be okay. Now, there are some times in Yeezy in particular, no other shoe model do I have to buy a size 10, but I've had to buy 10 lately in some of the 350s. But in the Qntm, as you can see here, it's pretty wide here in the forefoot area and midfoot. Take a look there. Notice how wide it is, and I think that's a plus for wide footers. So that's a lot just to say that you can go with your normal 350 size or a half size up from that if you have to, and you should be okay. But I think I'm gonna stick with my 9.5 here, which I'm kind of shocked by. Yeah, as far as comfort, it's a pretty comfortable shoe. Out of the box, I still think that the Yeezy 350 V2 is the most comfortable Yeezy model, period. But this is still pretty nice, you know, out of the box, pretty nice comfort, no complaints here. Yeah, I think that'll be all for the Yeezy Qntm Bsktbl in the frozen blue colorway. Again, I thank all of you for watching. Please drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram at DancyTV. Yeah, thank you. Now I'm gonna end the video with an on feet, and I'll see you next time.